The idea is simple: get exposure for even more high-level college players eligible for the NBA draft as well as some of the top G League players. In the days before the 60-man NBA Draft Combine this May in Chicago, there will be a revamped NBA G League Elite Camp, the league announced Monday. At this camp, 40 more players who declared for the draft will get a chance to be seen by scouts and team executives. To be clear, these are an additional 40 ones who didn't make the Combine cut, voted on by teams and top G League players to go against them and get exposure. We're thrilled to introduce the NBA G League Elite Camp as an essential addition to our comprehensive evaluation process of potential NBA and NBA G League talent, NBA G League President Sharif Abdur-Rahim said in a statement. This event will provide more players with exposure as they enter the next phase of their careers. The first day of the camp will be just top NBA G League players from the previous season. On day 2, both the G Leaguers and college youth prospects will go through workouts. Then on the third day, it's just the draft-eligible players. These young college players will get feedback from teams on if and where they would be drafted should they stay in the mix. It's the kind of honest feedback that young players need to make a decision about their futures. Players then have until May 29th to withdraw their name from the draft and stay in college. The more exposure and honest feedback the players get at camps like this, as well as places such as Portsmouth Invitational or the Professional Basketball Combine, the better. While the focus is often on the lottery-level elite guys in the draft, there is a path to good paydays playing basketball domestically and abroad, and the camps like this can help players find that path if they put in the work. Boston's Jason Tatum doesn't lack for confidence. Averaging 16.4 points and 6.3 rebounds a game while trying to get his touches in conjunction with Kyrie Irving and a crowded rotation of guys who want the rock. He struggled to find his place more early in the season but has looked more comfortable and aggressive of late. He's ready to help Boston make its playoff push. Next year, Tatum believes he will be an all-star, he told Shams Charania of The Athletic. "I know I'm going to be an all-star," Tatum told The Athletic. "It wasn't this year, so it will be next year. There are definitely certain guys that are able to achieve things at faster rates than others, and I know I can be one of them. Nobody puts higher expectations on me than myself." Tatum unquestionably has all-star potential. It's why he became a talking point in the Anthony Davis trade talks, even though the Celtics cannot make a trade before July 1st. Sources told me the Pelicans simply were not high on the young Lakers being offered back to them, various combinations of Kyle Kuzma, Lonzo Ball, Brandon Ingram, and didn't see a sure all-star in the group, but they see that in Tatum. It leads to the question: if Tatum becomes an all-star, whose jersey will he be wearing when it happens? "I'll play basketball anywhere," Tatum told The Athletic. "I'll play for whoever wants me. That's my job. I know I can't control any of that stuff, so I'm not going to lose sleep over it. Trade talk doesn't bother me. I'll play for anyone." The Celtics told the Pelicans before the deadline that everyone was available this summer, and there is little chance the Pelicans would make a trade with Boston that didn't involve Tatum. That said, there are a lot of moving parts, and a lot of basketball to play, including the postseason, before any deals get done. Just know wherever he is playing next season, Tatum has set the bar high. Timberwolves star Karl Anthony Towns got into a car crash Thursday and entered the concussion protocol. It could have been much worse. In more of 1500 ESPN, Towns, "I'd say I had a 5% chance of making it out alive. I hit the 5% mark. And then I'd say 4% was to be seriously injured, and 1% was to be minorly injured. And I came out in the 1%. So, it's not bad. I'm just glad everyone's safe from the accident, everyone's alive. Obviously, like I said, it could have been much worse. In all honesty, I probably should not have made it out like I did. But glad I did. That must have been so scary for Towns." Stephen Curry became a superstar only after the Warriors traded Monte Ellis. Maybe it would have happened anyway for Curry in Golden State. He's the greatest shooter of all time, and it seems unlikely a teammate who was never even an all-star was going to stand in his way. But Curry and Ellis were both score-first guards who appeared to step on each other's toes. And we know only what happened in reality. Golden State traded Ellis to the Bucks for Andrew Bogut in 2012, and Curry took off. The Warriors might not have made it easy on themselves to elevate Curry over Ellis. Milwaukee, according to owner Mark Lazary, who hadn't yet bought the team and might not be a reliable source, said the Bucks rejected a trade for Curry before settling on Ellis. Golden State also previously had internal issues dealing Ellis. Former Warriors executive Travis Schlenk, who's now Hawks general manager, on the WOJ pod, as transcribed by Drew Schiller of NBC Sports Bay Area, "One moment that really changed the course of everything. There was a trade that we wanted to do. And we were sitting down with the owner at that time, Chris Cohan. And we said we think we should do this trade. We're getting back 2 guys, it frees up our cap, it's gonna allow the growth of Steph. And Chris said, we can't do that trade. Player X is the most popular player we have, and season ticket renewals are around the corner, and I was just like, you gotta be kidding me. We are gonna make this decision based on who our fans think should be on our team, not the guys that you've hired to put together the team." At this point, WOJ interjects and says, "This was the Bucks, right?" "No, this wasn't the Bucks," Schlenk answered. "I don't want to name the players. So, we didn't do the trade. And then later on we were able to do a trade with that player that brought us Andrew Bogut. And that was obviously a big piece of the championship puzzle." Cohan sold the Warriors this summer after Curry's rookie season. So, there was a narrow window in which this could have happened. Golden State didn't trade Ellis until a couple years later. Would Curry have progressed faster with this trade? Would this trade still have netted someone as helpful to the Warriors as Bogut? There are plenty of intriguing what-ifs here. Ultimately, it worked out well for the Warriors. Curry still developed into a dynasty-leading superstar with Bogut playing a supporting role for one title. Kings coach Dave Yeager and Kings guard Buddy Hield appeared to argue after Hield made a late, deep three-pointer in Sacramento's loss to the Warriors on Thursday. A couple possessions later, Hield bypassed a deep game-winning three-pointer on the final possession. Then, Hield scored 34 points in the Kings' win over the Thunder on Saturday. But then, both Yeager and Hield were clearly ready to move on from Thursday's incident. NBC Sports California, Hield, via Marcus White of NBC Sports California, "Oh my God," Hield said in Oklahoma City. "Dave and I were never on bad terms. You just want to start a story. Not man. I shot that today, that's what I did. So it was good. I never thought Hield and Yeager were on bad terms. I'm not sure anyone did. They appeared to argue during a tense game. Even if it were about shot selection, it seemed we could leave it there barring more evidence of a feud. We probably ought to take Yeager at his word that it wasn't about shot selection. Griping about Hield's shot never made sense. In that situation, down 6 points late, it was a good shot. Sacramento needed points in a hurry. I particularly appreciate Yeager's introspection about how he talks to players, both on camera and in huddles. He created a scene he didn't want and possibly gave Hield an unintended message before the final possession. Yeager has done a fantastic job this season. I came away from this even more impressed.